What is going on, guys? This is your boy Tanveer Side, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter TanTigers01, and hit that bell notification button. This is going to be my preview video of the Bangladesh versus Pakistan, the first test going on in this 3-episode series. That's what I'm going to call it. We're in the second episode. To recap the first episode, previously on the trilogy of Bangladesh versus Pakistan, Bangladesh got their butts handed to them by a series whitewash. Had it not been for rain, Bangladesh would have lost the 30-20 as well. Now, the next episode, the first test match, I believe it's taking place in Rawalpindi. And Rawalpindi, you can expect more assistance for the spinner, for the Pacers, from what I heard, from the predictions. Okay, Pakistan have a decent amount of Pacers. They have the Shaheen Shah Afridi. I believe they have an Imran Khan, the third, I think he is. Then I believe they have Muhammad Abbas, who actually has had some good form, at least in Australia, at least like for a little bit or so. Shaheen Shah Afridi has the pace and whatnot, good enough prospect. But Pakistan are also shoring up their spin department. If I'm not mistaken, I think Imad Wasim is in this team as well. Also, of course, you have Yasir Shah. However, I don't think Yasir Shah is going to be that much of a problem or that much of a factor. For some reason, I don't think he has that sting in him anymore. Okay. And then you have Bilal Asif, who supposedly brought in for the left-handers of Bangladesh. I don't know. Do they still use that approach? That because you have left-handers, I'm going to bring in right-arm spinners? That used to work in 2012, 2013. Does it still work now? Because I'm pretty sure the game has moved on from that thinking. Just like, the game has moved on from, like, you always have to score within the V to get runs. Outside the V, you cannot get runs and whatnot. The game has moved on from that, from that thinking. Now you have, 360-degree shots and whatnot. So, I'm not saying it's something that won't work. I'm just saying that don't rely on it too much if you're a Pakistan cricketer. If you're a Pakistan cricketer, don't rely on that way of thinking, on that approach too much. Now, in terms of Bangladesh, I believe they have Ibadat Hussain. He might be in this team. Khalid Ahmed, he got injured again for some reason. I don't know, he just came out of a surgery. He got injured for some reason. Mustafizur Rahman is not in this squad. And you know what? Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Now, listen. He started off with perhaps one of the biggest bangs you can imagine. He started off winning us our first ever ODI series against India. Okay? You can't have more momentum behind you than that. Okay? But he has not been the same after. And this was my scare. Like, this shoulder surgery so early on in his career is going to ruin him, and it's starting to ruin him. Like, if you've not seen the analysis of Champaka Ramanayaka just basically cut him down several notches, saying that his cutters are not gripping. He increased pace, but his increased pace is not going to do anything if he can't get his line and length right. Okay, he can't slow the ball down enough. Like, this, that, and the third. And he should learn how to bowl according to the situation. So Mustafizur Rahman definitely has some catching up to do. And in fact, I'm actually a bit more, because I have a feeling Mustafizur Rahman is still going to, at least at the best, going to be in and out. He's not going to become like a Syed Russell. Syed Russell, if you remember, he had potential, but he just kept giving too many bad balls, and he was not as innately gifted as Mustafizur Rahman. And Syed Russell just faded away. So I don't think he's gonna become a Syed Russell. Well, let's just hope it doesn't become a Syed Russell. However, who is going to become a Syed Russell, and I think who has become a Syed Russell even before Syed Russell did, is Taskin Ahmed. That guy, he started off with a bang in an innings, but after that it was bested by Stuart Binney. Okay, and after that, he was the pace sensation. I'm like, okay, yeah, what happened? He got, and I will still say this, he got called out for the suspect bowling action, which was very suspicious, under very suspicious circumstances. I still maintain this. If I don't have the video up, no, sorry, I believe I might still have the video up in this channel. Go back and see why I think that Taskin Ahmed thing was so suspicious. Okay, the situation. So Taskin Ahmed, he had a lot of potential now, and he's struggling to keep form in the National Cricket League. No, sorry, the Bangladesh Cricket League, the domestic circuit, where Tamim Iqbal scored a triple century. And by the way, my thoughts on this triple century, man, I'm like, you were right there! You were right there! Somebody break Brian Lara's record! It was been 94? 94, 2004. It's been 26 years. Somebody break Brian Lara's 501 record. You were right there, Tommy. Anyways. But that was a good indication for Bangladesh. But however, I feel at best he's not going to go past 100 or maybe 120. I don't think he's even going to make 150 in this Rawalpindi test, or even in the, I believe the second was the Karachi test, yeah. And I will be disappointed if he doesn't make 100. Because, like I said, I put a comment down in one of, I believe, All Rounders videos, it's a good start. Let's see where you end up, or something along those lines. Okay, so for Bangladesh, you have Abu Jaid and you have Ibadat Hussain and whatnot. You have an inexperienced bowling lineup. Oh, okay, yeah, you have Rubul Hussain, but somehow I feel Bangladesh missed a trick by not playing Shafiul Islam. Shafiul Islam is getting back into his groove very comfortably so, very efficiently so, effectively so. Yet he missed out. He actually had a 5 or 6 for in the BCL. He missed out. So I think Bangladesh missed a trick there. Excuse me. 11:37 a.m. Okay. The spin attack. Naeem Hassan has to be smart. Okay. Yeah, Mehdi Miraz. You know what? I will say this. Mehdi Miraz. It's a good thing that he didn't play. Because somehow I feel that his form was starting to dip and be compromised big time. Did not like it. So Mehdi Hassan also needs to sort of check himself, and plus he got an injury as well, so that's not gonna work. But apart from that, what's separating these two teams is Pakistan is slightly ahead in the batting because you have Babar Azam and whatnot, very good batsman. And you also have Babar Azam, Azhar Ali, and whatnot. And especially, if I'm not mistaken, Azhar Ali has now somewhat extensive county cricket experience, which none of the Bangladeshi players have at that level. Okay, and but Pakistan is a bit ahead in the pace bowling. In the spin bowling, I don't think so. But in the pace bowling, Pakistan is way ahead. So to be practical, I'm expecting a Pakistan victory if we have uninterrupted play for 5 days. I'm expecting a Pakistan victory. Maybe not an innings victory, but a victory nevertheless. But obviously I want Bangladesh to win. So guys, let me know what you think about what's going to happen in the first test between Pakistan and Bangladesh. And as always, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification button, leave a comment, and as always, hit that like button. This is your boy Tanveer Saad, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.